working. That's what we're going with when we get this set up. Hello everyone. I have started just a little bit early today. That should be okie dokie. You always have to bear with me at the start because I've got to make sure everything works. Oh, don't be shy, say hi. Today we are going to be taking a look at the August patch update, basically. So we're going to have to see how everything goes through. Hopefully the audio's okay. We'll probably do the usual. We'll start in the store, and then we'll move through the tabs, checking in on everything that there is there, and then hopefully that should mean that just got to check the stream health. Stream health is good. So yeah, we should be able to just cover everything. So I don't recognise that name. Hello, is it Myron? Hello, Myron. That's a new name. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. What we'll do is, just while we're waiting for people to turn up, we might as well just crack on and open a couple of crates. Basically, I've gone and got the commander crates, first couple of crates from the campaign, plus the daily crates. So I haven't opened them up. So obviously I'm getting the Italian commanders because I have all the commanders. So it's going to be nice just to be unlocking them as we go along. So it's going to be interesting to go through the commanders when we get round to the commander tab. Oh, cross your fingers. Nope. Let's see if we can get an Italian crate. That'd be an Italian cruiser at the start of the patch. That'd be quite nice. No, just from promotion orders. Nope, some camos. We'll have to take a look at those camos and see what they look like. Nope, just booster flags, and it should be just my daily crate left. So, nope, no Italian cruisers to start the day, unfortunately. Well, we might as well start cracking on and having a look at the store. So the first thing you'll note is obviously all the Italian stuff in the store. You're looking at some kind of daily deal. Whether or not that's worth it, probably not. The Arizona, she's just been spotlighted. She's not on sale or anything like that, unfortunately. Then we have some like cruiser division. What's there actually in the cruiser division? 25 crates. That's basically setting you up to just probably get access to all of them. 23,000 credits, or doubloons I should say. That's quite a bit there. Hello, name was good day. Hope you're feeling a lot better. You out of hospital now, I hope. Fingers crossed. Going on, so we got IT Cruiser Squadron again. So what's that? That's probably like half. Yeah, so that's half of basically the cruiser division. Then we have the cruiser group, which is only 10 crates. Does the division gets you one commander? Okay, yeah. So if you're rushing into trying to get the Italian cruisers, I suspect that's what these packs are aimed at. But the Italian cruiser division is limited. For some reason, we have German commanders on sale. There was, yeah, came out Saturday afternoon. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you're well. And then, of course, we have Italian cruiser crates available for I can't remember the pronunciation. Nothing's changed in the doubloons. Obviously, in the commander section of the store, they have introduced the 4 Italian commanders. That means you can then purchase them. So, say you do have a lot of commander XP, and you know which Italian cruiser you want. You can commander you want. You can just pick them out. Or if you want, you can do what I did, where under containers you can buy 3 commander crates for 10 million credits. If you've got the credit spare, I usually do. I try to earn about 10 million credits a month as I go along. But obviously, you can buy Italian cruiser crates for doubloons. These are the bigger crates. I can't remember all of the drop rates off my head, but usually the big crates have a higher probability of dropping the cruisers, and also it'd be one of the highest probabilities in those crates as well in comparison to everything else. Apart from that, nothing else has really changed under containers. Under premium, nothing's really changed either. Under ships, nothing's changed. Well, they've introduced the gas cone. Actually, I've only just spotted that, so there we go. Let's have a look at her. So there you go, here's your gas cone. Now she is basically a paper design of the further development of the Richard Lugh class, where rather than having the two turrets up front, that's one at the front, one at the back. How this may change your game style in her, because she's very similar to the Richard Lugh, but you can't bow tank, and because your turrets are split, one aft, one rear, you're going to have to swing your stern out to get your rear turret on. And if you're going to bring your rear turret on, then you're kind of risking putting yourself at broadside. So she's not going to be as good as a bow tanker. Well, maybe she might still bow tank, but you haven't got the same. You're not throwing enough shit down range from the front because you've only got the one turret. And then was loving the love fantast so far, especially the torque speed. I'm looking forward to playing her. I have her unlocked. Might see what we do with the stream. Demophenus. The last thing Legends need is another fire spamming line. Wargaming had the perfect chance to add diversity to the game and then blew it. I assume you're referring to the lack of semi-armor piercing. Yeah, I know. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% pleased, but oh well, we get what we get, I guess, unfortunately, isn't it? Going through her modules, I just want to see if she's got anything special. No, it doesn't look like she's got anything special under her modifications, but her overview, nimble aim, apparently. Whether or not that's actually true. I mean, I can even actually check that because I do have my spreadsheets open. So I can go to tier 7 battleships, and if I go to artillery, the traverse speed average for the tier is about 39.7 seconds. Going to here, it's a 36-second traverse speed. It's decent. You're on par with the Bismarck and the Richard Lugh. You're slower than the Vanguard, and you're faster than the Vladivostok, the Omagi, and the Iowa. Yeah, so the turrets are actually quite nimble. That makes a change. Normally they try and lie to us. She's fast as well. Let's have a look. 32 knots, and the average speed for tier 7 battleship is 30.3 knots. Yeah, she's fast. She's fast as well. So those two traits that they've given her are actually correct for a change. So it's nice to see that she's been dropped in the first day of the patch. So if you are looking to get yourself hands on to a French tier 7 premium battleship, then she's available. I'm not buying her. I'm going to be honest. She's flying the wrong flag for me. But she's there, which is it's nice to see that she is dropped on the first day. So that out of 4 ships, we got one of them. They said they're going to be 95% sure they're going to release the rest of them. Let's wait and see. As long as I get my London, then I don't really mind too much. Going through the store, I haven't seen there's no discounts, and I'm not seeing anything disappearing. But we obviously will take a look at the ship tables when we get to them, because obviously some of those ships should have been moved over onto the actual tech trees. Going through the supply, nothing's changed here, chaps, so I'm just going to skip that. Now the Admiralty is quite interesting. So obviously, is it lira? I want to say lira. That the campaign currency, the Italian campaign currency. That's what I'm going to say. So obviously you can get the Italian cruiser crate. That's just the standard one. You can get the Italian commanders, but then if you've got all the commanders, more than likely you're going to have hold of most of these anyway. Matthew, hey everyone, these Italian cruisers are beautiful, aren't they? We'll get to them. We're just in the store, but yes, from a brief look, they look very interesting. The commander pack looks, if you need commanders, then yeah, okay, maybe. The ones that people are probably going to be picking up is the insignia. The Forged in Combat mission, as usual, gives you a universal accommodation. That's something I will be getting on, because obviously I want to try and rank up my Azura Lane Hood commander, because I want to take Hood as fast as she can go. She's up to 37 knots at the moment. Promotion orders, obviously something nice to pick up. Credits, do you really need them? They're not really discounted in any way. If you just saved up all your lira and then waited until not next patch, but the patch after, it's all going to be converted at the same rate. So whether or not that really interests you, Commander XP is always intriguing, but to be honest, I think you can earn it. You're going to get more bang for your buck by earning it through using booster flags than actually probably using just converting it. Days premium is always interesting for those people who are trying to obviously have premium accounts without having to invest into buying premium. It can be a nice way also to top up your premium if you use it. And then the booster flags, I used to always bat these off thinking, oh, don't worry about it. But then again, I think they're quite interesting actually nowadays. I sometimes do pick them up. Now, there's original Marina camo. We'll take a look at that in a second. Now, this is quite interesting. The permanent camouflage for the Tier 5 Italian cruiser, the Trento, it's only 125. That seems quite heavily discounted in comparison to previous patches, I would say. It looks like it, to me, that is quite tempting to actually pick up. It seems, I think it used to be about 500 before, or something more than that. Hello Saxman, how are you doing? Everything okay? I hope everyone's doing okay. If you can, drop the stream a thumbs up. It always bumps it up on the search engine when people look for it. Now, this is an interesting one. They've introduced a Type 1, a Type 2, Type 3 and a Type 4 camo pack where we can purchase, I think every single one is just 5 camos. Again, worth it? Questionable. I would say questionable, considering you can spend the lira on other stuff. Matthew, all the campos in the store are 750 gold. Camos. That's what we mean. That's all right. Sorry. I got what you meant in the end. So that would be under supply, and but obviously you can purchase a camo pack for 900 credits. What does that actually get you out of interest? It gives you 5 of them, 5 of them. Okay, fair enough. And then that's all the universal stuff. No, I can't remember where it is. Saxman's doing good. Very good, very good. Right, that's basically a wrap up of the store. So for those of you who missed it, the key thing that have changed is that under Admiralty we're all under Italian stuff, and under ships we have the Gascon being launched on the first day. Right, knock it over to the Bureau, nothing's changed. Okay, it's nothing to report there. Moving on to the campaign and missions. First of all, I love that photo. If you notice it, if I go to play... Oh, damn. Stop commenting, guys. Stop. I want this box that is there. So below me, there's a Queen Elizabeth class battleship and then another Queen Elizabeth class battleship. I would love this picture for my channel. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. But, oh well. But so it's the same picture there, which I love that picture. I love the Queen Elizabeth class battleships. So going here, obviously we have the campaign. But before we do the campaign, just want to highlight Weekly Boost did reset. So I hope everyone managed to crack on and get their 30 promotional orders yesterday, and they can get another 30 today. Right, just going to quickly jump into the chat here. Sussman, these permanent camos are effective. Are fudging awesome. Matt, you went past it. Oh, okay, alright, I might have another. And then but the permanent camouflage Type 1 needs upgrading. Yeah, I'll look into it. In this stream, when we get to the ships, I will actually probably look into purchasing a permanent camouflage for the Icarus, and then we can see, and then I can basically show how it works. Matthew, Fiji camo is also only 750. Ah, you're on about the permanent camouflages which are available for the independent ships. I get you. Saxman, Guardian and Mass both got permanent camos now. Woohoo! Oh, okay, so you converted with your German cruisers. And Matt, true. And then it was no, the Trento camouflage. But the permanent camouflage need type 1 upgrades. No Trento camouflage. That is level 1. The Trento camouflage is level 1. Let's take. Sorry, chaps, we're retracing our steps, but let's take a sneaky peek at that. Trento permanent camouflage level 1 only gives you 0.5. So actually trying to convert for a permanent camouflage is a bit Wait, they better not have fucked around my premiums. Good. You nearly had me. Okay, so the Trento camouflage is 1, level 1, and then it needs upgrading because it only gives really crap benefits. So we'll take a further look into the permanent camouflages once they're... Well, we'll do my Icarus. I love my Icarus as proof. Oh, there's the Icarus. So I will probably, during the stream, look into upgrading the Icarus as we go along. Right. So the weekly HAVOC. So obviously I've played probably 2 games today just to try and see what they've changed in them in-game, stuff like that. We'll have a look at that as well as we go along. So 5,000 XP and 300,000 credits. It's all tier 3 to tier 7, so obviously not your legendary ships I should mention. 250,000 XP before boosters, so booster flags aren't going to help there. Earn 300 global XP. That's really easy, that one. Yeah, these aren't that difficult. 5,000 commander XP. Yeah, a name that was, you'll do that in one game, I'm sure. To be honest, even I might do that in one game. Then going on to the shakedown trials, which obviously are locked until you complete the endurance trials. Was it 2 million HP of damage to ships with main battery? You're probably going to want to maybe play cruisers and battleships for that one. That's not going to be for playing destroyers, or that's going to take you ages. But this does stay open, apparently, to the patch notes. Fingers crossed, let's see. This should stay open the full patch. So you should have the full patch to do this. It means if you don't play destroyers, then you could possibly just keep smashing away at this one. Set 6 fires. Set fire 6 times to ships. Is that in a game or just in general? Set fire 6 times to ships. Why don't I just put set 6? I think that is just in general, just set 6 fires. That's ridiculous. Destroy 6 ships. Yeah, this is going to be easy. That's like week 1's going to be finished by Wednesday. For me anyway. Right, daily boost. Yep, nothing special to report as yet. Weekly boost has reset, so everyone who did catch on yesterday should be able to get ourselves another 30 promotional orders. Right, just jumping down. Saxman, my permanent cards are all fully upgraded. Saxman, it's total 6 fires. Yeah, just 6 fires. That's it. That's nothing. You can do that in a single game. Just take KG5 out. Take the Atlanta out. It's just nothing. Matt, a bit too easy. Very suspicious. Yes, very suspicious. But then they did say they're going to build up the difficulty as we get to week 4 and then drop it off for week 5. So they're really setting the bar low. Is the best way to put it. And it was already put permanent camouflage level 4 on my Love Fantastic and Lightning. I like the idea of the Lightning. Don't tempt me. You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. Right. Going on to the campaign. So obviously I've gone for the Amity backing. The Amity backing is 2,500. You can purchase other levels where you can boost half the campaign or all the campaign. Just get the Amity backing and see where you get to at the end of the day, really, because there's no real discount. So going for it. Obviously, just what the hell is this stuff called? It is called Lira. Okay, it's called Lira. Right. If you want a breakdown of the actual rewards, then you're probably best to go check out the patch notes. If you want to check out the patch notes, I'd probably recommend the last live stream we did on Thursday, where we did a look through the patch notes. As we're just smashing through this, the kit. I'm just going to say the kit. How does the new paint work? We'll get there. We're just going to keep growing. We're just going to smash through this. If you're happy to wait around, then we will get there, and I'll actually put some permanent camouflage on my Icarus. Matthew, I already have the tier 4 pasta ship. the pasta boats. Right, let's take a quick look at the Tier 7 battleship Roma. And what I can do, so I'm just going to quickly close down the chat that I can see, and I'm going to bring up my spreadsheets with all my lovely notes. And we're looking at Tier 7 battleships. So let's take a quick look at the Roma. So she's ironclad, so she has quite thick armor apparently, and tough. That's it. So she's basically, her main skills is about getting beaten up. I'm not saying anything, right? I'll let you guys say that in the chat. Survivability. So let's quickly scroll along. Have a look at the survivability. 65,000. That's not great. It's below average. Ooh, okay. Armor 13 mil and 380 mil. Again, that's below average. I'm already getting slightly suspicious here. Torp reduction is of course very high. It's the best for the tier. Going on to the artillery, let's have a quick sneaky peek at this. Let's see, range 16.8. She's got very short range. Okay, beware of that. She's got short range. She's got below average HE, below average fire chance, just below average AP damage. What's her rate of fire like? Reload. She's got slightly longer than average reload as well. Okay, alright. Right, let's jump into the maneuverability. Maybe we can recover something here. Let's take a quick look. Speed 30 knots. She's about average then. Turning radius 810 meters. So she's got quite a small turning circle, or better than average. Actually, she's got the best. Compared to a Tech Tree ship, she's got the best. Obviously, things like Monarch and Alabama are better, and so's Odin. But in comparison to Tech Tree ships, she's actually better than most. Going on to concealment, maybe we can save something here. She's slightly better than average. She's, for a Tech Tree ship, she's on comparison to the Vanguard. If that puts it in some kind of a like positioning, I guess you could say. But then again, that's only considering the Tech Tree ships. If I look into the premiums, obviously the Odin's better. Just the Odin actually, which is understandable because the Odin's quite diddy. Rightio. So looking forward to the Roma. Obviously she's got the Barbara pole on the front, and she's got some lovely. I've always loved these ships from an engineering point of view. They are really crazy and really interesting. So they were on my top 5 list, and I'm really glad to have one. And oh my god, why is there so many planes? Look at all the planes. That is awesome. That looks really cool. Oh, this looks nice. She looks really nice. Is that a truck? There's a truck and a car. Look there. There's a truck and a car. That's brilliant. You got little boats. Have they got another truck over here? No. Why is there a truck and a car on board? That is so strange. What's up with these Italians? Right, quickly jumping back to the chat. What a beautiful ship. Yes. Ian, how many reverse gears has it got? I'd save that one, especially for the French, if I was you. For the Italians, they just turn. They do turn. That's funny. Matthew, so they can stop and buy pasta. Is that a speedboat? Oh no, it's just like a little blue boat. But oh my god, the little car and the little truck, that is brilliant. And I'm going to say it's got little crates of pasta in there and spaghetti on board. So that's the Roma, part of the Littorio class battleships, and the end reward for the campaign. And also you do get that funny symbol as well. So if that does interest you, then that is going to be quite interesting. So that's covered off everything under campaigns and missions. Let's have a quick look at the commanders. Obviously, at the start of the stream, I went and cracked on and opened up all of the crates. So let's take a quick look. So we have LUIGI, reducing incoming damage to your cruisers. He is the cruise commander. So obviously, because they've given them HE, rather than semi-armor piercing, we do have this burn it down trait, which you can then combine with igniter. So it could, yeah, I think someone was saying it, but yeah, it could. Dimorphinus, I believe. We could be looking at having some more flamethrower cruisers, I guess you could say. But what we'll do, we'll take a look at the cruiser stats after we've done the commanders. Subtle manipulations. I think we've covered off most of this, so it's almost interesting just to see what other abilities they have. And this feels very much like Norman Scott or Bruce Fraser, I guess you could say, in comparison. So that means we'll skip him. No, that's the battleship one. Here we go. Here's the other cruiser one. So here's your other cruiser one. This is the one where people who like to have the ingenious ability are going to be liking to have this, because obviously that indicator as well. It also improves the traverse speed of your cruiser's turrets. That's quite a nice additional benefit. Piercer, penetration multiplier, burn it down so you can still go for a semi. I think most people are going to go for that one. What's this one? I'm not insane. Oh yeah, they reduce the range to reduce the detectability, increase the speed. That's going to be quite interesting, and we'll come to why in a bit. Apart from that, the rest of the traits look pretty generic, nothing special there. I suspect people will be going for fully packed. So that's your two cruiser commanders. You've got Francesco and you've got Luigi. The battleship commander is Pablo. Now this is quite an interesting base ability, quicken the reload time of your battleship's main guns. Apart from that, Artisan's Touch, increase the AB penetration rating of your battleship's main... Oh yeah, I remember that one. So this feels very much like an Otto Celiax kind of build. Also Madden, I guess you could say. Those kind of commanders. So if you find yourself using those kind of commanders, then this could be where you're going with that. And then obviously we have Ingenio, which is the Universal Commander. So this is pretty much your Jericho, your Togo, your George Dewey, I guess you could say. So if you're looking for some certain abilities, which I might think could be useful, considering we have smoke cruisers, because you can have some smoke. Probably go fully packed. Probably go Verucious. And then go look at me now, which I'll get to why. And then you'll probably go burn it down. He could be actually a really interesting commander for the cruisers as well. So you've got three interesting commanders to pick out there. The other interesting thing they've done with the commanders, I'll just take you to my British, they've now introduced these little tokens now where you can see how many universal personal accommodations you have for each commander as you go along. So it's all in the top right corner. The reason why I did the British is just because I know I've got the most there, but also I can go to the Japanese or the Americans, so it is quite nice. It does have them on all of them, so that's going to be helpful in order to remind you, oh, I might need to see if I can move so and so along, rather than having to check every time you get a personal accommodation. Going on to the ships, first of all, we'll have a look at the Le Fantaste. So obviously got the Le Fantaste. I've gone and chucked a couple of modules on it. I'm now wishing I hadn't, just so I could had a naked for comparison. But Agile, Reloader and Fast seems pretty alright. So I've got to take into consideration I have taken Concealment. That's a couple of main battery stuff. So I haven't really buffed the other stuff. Right, let's have a quick look. Seeing web pasta. Ian, new to the game. Fed up playing World of Tanks. Oh, hello, Ian. Welcome. Nice to see you. That's fair enough. Hopefully they don't ruin World of Warships. That's the best way to put it. I don't know whether they ruined World of Tanks. I don't have any experience with World of Tanks. I was tempted, but I've always been into the naval side of it. So just having a quick look through a tier 7 DD in comparison to the tech tree, because she is a tech tree 1 survivability. She's got a lot of HP, however she does have less than the Z23 in a Tashkent. Artillery wise, 139mm. It's alright gun caliber. It's above average. Number of guns, only 5 guns though. So she's got among the lowest, or joint lowest, gun count for the tier. Most destroyers at this tier have 5 or 6 barrels. of guns. Range 10 point. She's got slightly longer range. She's got a very similar range to the Fletcher. Reload time. So they call her a reloader, but she's actually got a slower than average reload time at 5.5 seconds in comparison to 5.2. Obviously, it's not a massive difference, but it is worth noting they call it a reloader, and then she's not. So again, this is wargaming, just making up the traits as they go along, like they usually do. Traverse speed. Let's have a look. Traverse speed of the turret is 18 seconds. So again, very slow traverse speed. You're quicker than a Z23 and a Tashkent, but you're slower than, say, a Kagero. Is the best way to put it there. Looking at the shell damage, decent HE, not the best, but better. Fire chance, decent fire chance, actually. You're above average there. AP damage, decent AP damage too. I hope you guys don't mind me doing this, but obviously this is like a little teaser of the review, I guess you could say. Going on to the torpedoes, 8.3 kilometer range. It's below average, but you are better than the Tashkent. But you're worse than pretty much everything else at the tier. Speed though, 76 knots. Let's see, what's that compared to? They are really fast torpedoes. They're the fastest for the tier. And then just quickly have a look at the damage of the torpedoes as well. 18,000. Obviously not as good as a Udachi. Not as good as a Kagero. What you're more comparable. You're less than them, but you're above average, I guess you could say. Maneuverability. Gonna have a quick look at that as well while we're here. Maneuverability, 42.7 knots. Oh, you're the fastest. You're flat out the fastest without your engine boost, and you got to remember your engine boost gives you 20% more. Good lord, she's fast. She's really, really fast. That's ridiculous. Turning radius, big turning circle, biggest turning circle. Rudder shift, not the best. So worse than average. Concealment, decent. I've taken a 10% modifier on this. So you need to add 10%, so you need to add about 600 meters to that. So she's about 7 clicks. Average concealment. And also you have to take into account that I have done some turret mods here which will adjust the traverse speed and the reload speed. So take my comments in regards to reload speed and traverse speed with a slight pinch of salt, because I'm comparing fully upgraded but not including mods to fully upgraded and including some mods. Okay, so just bear that in mind out of what I've just said there. But all in all, looking like a very nifty ship for tier 7. I think I'm going to enjoy her. She's flying the wrong flag, but I'm going to enjoy her. I'm going to have to say that. Alright, let's have a quick look at the chat. Ian, 5 years veteran but costly to play. That's understandable, especially with a lot of there's lots of tanks in World of Tanks, if I'm aware. Then it was base 6 seconds, I think. Is that in the reload? That's not a very quick reloader if she's only 6 seconds. James, it's no Fletcher, but it will make a mess of things. Hopefully, by a mess of things, it's making a mess of the enemy and not itself. That's my only hope. If not, she's going to find herself in a lot of messy situations, the best way to put it. One thing I really do like about her is her speed. She is fast. I really do like that. Right, let's take a quick look at the Italians. What I'll do, I'll just try and keep this brief. So obviously we have the Ninon, the Trento, the Giz. You got to apologise, I haven't revised these like I did for when I did the teaser. The Gisiano, the Monteculio. Right, so what we'll do, we'll have a quick look at the Trento, the Zara, and the Amalfi. The reason being is that's where most people are going to be sitting. Most people are going to grind through. They might play the tier 4, like quite a bit, but more than likely most people are going to sit around playing tier 5, tier 6, and occasionally the tier 7. Especially considering the most recent levels of ranked play have always been tier 5 and tier 6. So let's take a quick look at the Trento. So there we go, she's got a lovely Barbara pole on the front. I'm not seeing any trucks or cars hidden on board, so she doesn't have her own pizza delivery service on board, unfortunately. However, one thing I wanted to note, or really show off, so go overview, these are classified as hidden, tough, but sluggish shot. So I'm just going to quickly bring up the stats like I've been doing. I hope this is okay with you guys, me doing this. So let's go to, I'm going to go to the modules first, because obviously we want to try and compare fully upgraded. We are looking at 34,000 hit points, and if you compare that to the rest of them, yes, she does have a lot of hit points. Thumbs up. However, the Leander does have a higher HP pool because the Leander does have a heal. Now the rudder shift is down to 9.5, and that is very slow. The rudder shift on these is horrendous, it looks like. Number of torpedoes per side basically takes you from 2 torpedo tubes per side to 3 torpedoes tubes a side, therefore you go from 4 in total to 6, basically. The guns, obviously that just improves the damage they do. I mean, we can have a quick look at that as well. HE damage, yeah, decent, above average. AP damage, very decent. AP damage on these is very high. You got a lot of AP damage when these actually punch through. Have to see what the penetration multiplier is like at the end of the day. Now, one thing I wanted to just quickly show is the detectability by sea, 10.6, and if I compare that to the average for the tier is about 11.9. The current lowest for the tier is only 10.9, and that's for the Leander. So these are very hidden. They have the best concealment for a cruiser at these tier. These are going to be really interesting because they're going to be able to get close, pop a smoke, and shoot HE. Whether or not Wargaming will revisit the Italian cruisers and swap out the HE to Sammy Arm Pearson, swap out the smokescreen to exhaust smoke, I don't see it happening for about a year. If they even bother. I suspect they're going to drop them like this and see how it goes, and we might not see anything change on these cruisers for a good while yet. That's my personal opinion, though. I'm not a CC, I don't have any patch notes, I don't have any insight. This is just based off of how it kind of feels, but more than likely I think they're going to want to try and keep these as they are rather than change them. It just seems like they really... I don't know about the alpha testers or anything like that, but it seems like they've launched them like this because they're happy with them like it, rather than they're releasing these because they want to get something out the door. More high explosive smoke cruisers. This is going to peeve a lot of battleship players off. I mean, to be fair, I don't see... If you play battleships a lot, I can see these being incredibly infuriating. If you play destroyers a lot, I can see these being absolutely juicy targets because they're going to set themselves in the smoke screen and they haven't got sonar. So, torpedo boats, you see a smoke screen, fill it with torpedoes, please. Just fill it. And you'll probably kill yourself an Italian cruiser because, sorry, I just want to go to the stats. Torpedo reduction is only 10%. It's alright. It's not amazing though. So, the torpedoes, one thing to mention with the torpedoes, longest range torpedoes at this tier. Torpedoes have more range than the Aoba. So that's really quite an interesting one. And how hard do they hit in comparison? They don't hit as hard as an Aoba. They have the lowest torpedo damage, so they go a long way, but they don't have the hardest punch. That's something to take away with these. Right, gonna have a quick look at the Zara at tier 6. So again, Barbara Pole. Now the tier 5, tier 6 and tier 7 are all 8-inch cruisers, so they all have the 203mm guns. I hope I said that right. Not a lot of guns. Not a lot of guns. But then this is not fully upgraded, so we might have to look and see if we end up with some more guns. No. 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 Okay. We're jumping into the tier 6, but I might just quickly pop up in the chat and just see what's going on here. And then it was, I don't like the speed though. Speed of the ships, I hope. let's quickly open up the Trento. Speed 35 knots. Open up a tier 5 cruiser. Bear with, that's the consumables. Maneuverability. They're alright speed wise. Same speed as Naoba. Torps. Oh yeah, the torpedo speed. 51 knots. They're going to be absolutely horrendous. And then oh yeah, you can boost Mogami torpedo range to 12.8. Those have some big guns though. It's only 8-inch. It's not massive, Matt. In comparison to the tier, so most cruisers at tier 5 from the tech tree have we got two 8-inch cruisers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-inch cruisers. For tier 5, being an 8-inch cruiser is nice. Going up to tier 6 though, most cruisers are now 8-inch cruisers. So we were just having a quick look at, so some of these stats will be obviously subject to change, and I just want to make sure that I do take that into consideration. So 37,000 HP, jump into tier 6. Yep, decent HP pool, obviously less than the Fiji once the Fiji has all her repair parties taken into account, but if you ignore repair parties, she has a very decent HP. 12-kilometer torpedoes, but you can reduce them to increase the speed. I doubt that's worth it. I'd rather have the longer range torpedoes personally. Obviously that is subject to that is just simply my opinion, and you may disagree. However, tier 6 torpedo range, most torpedo range is 10 kilometers, same with the Maiku. Now obviously you can buff the Maiku range, torpedo range out. I think, and then it was saying 12.8, but then I try to keep this fair when going through it. I've been sustaining all the cruisers and wrecking DDs. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, so it's been interesting here. Going into the stats, I just want to see how hidden they are. But I'm just trying to keep this obviously nice and quick for you guys, because obviously I'll go into more depth from it. Yeah, they're hidden, they're decent. But obviously slow torpedoes, all right there. Oh, segment done. Fair enough. Yep. So again, well, I mean, we'll quickly do the Amalfi, but I think we know what we're looking at here. We're looking at them having sneaky detectability, having quite good range torpedoes but slow torpedoes, having 8-inch guns from tier 5 up, decent values all round but nothing super special. 37 knots, let's have a quick look at that. The cruisers are fast though, that's something to bear in mind, but their rudder is horrendous. So they're going to be fast in a straight line but not very nimble, hence why they probably want to really be undetected, using their smoke and staying at range if possible. So that wraps up the Italian ships. So I think that takes us through absolutely everything. So what we can do, no, Mogami specifically, because it's specifically got 11-kilometer range torp, so destroyer commanders boost that. Have I got a value? Oh, you say Mogami? Mogami. I do apologise. I thought you said Mayuku. Yes, so the Mogami. Let's have a quick look. I just confirm torpedo range of the Mogami. Just want to make sure I got it correct in my spreadsheet, or else I'll have to correct it. Yes, 11-kilometer range. Yeah, confirmed. So my spreadsheet is correct. That was just me misreading the chat there. Sorry about that. Doing things. Hey, I'm actually logged in right now. I guess we could play a game together if you'd like to. Bear with it. Make yourself available for a division, and we'll see. Rigs, too grindy. Need to be a community contributor to get any real benefit. I'm on my way. Give me a chance. I might become a community contributor eventually, if I decide to do that. Right, I think I've gone through everything in regards to ships. So what we can do is, let's see how this paint system works first. So let's see, let's do the Icarus. The Icarus is my most played destroyer in the game, so let's see if we can actually convert some paint. So, I can convert 12 camos into a grade 1 permanent camouflage. And I have to hold. Now I have a grade. So now that's really crap. I need 150 paint. 150 paint. That gives me 25, that gives me 25, that gives me 25. That only gets me 7. Wait, 1 camouflage gets me 7 paint. 1 camouflage gives me 3 paint. That gives me 7 paint. Right. How many camouflages do I have there? I have 13. So let's convert 3 of them. Let's convert 6 of them. Let's convert 14 of them. Do I have enough now? So that gets me up to a 1.5 camouflage. And I'll need 250 paint. So let's convert 46 of these. Let's convert 2 of those. No, we don't want that. Well, we want to keep one of those, right. Let's convert 11 of these. Let's convert 17 of these. And let's convert 20 of these. Right, and now I need 350 paint. So let's see, let's convert 66 of them. And there we go, permanent camouflage. I will have to watch this back and count how much paint I had to use in order to actually convert it all. But yeah, that's how it's done. If someone out there wants to quickly nip back and count how much paint I had to use in order to convert it all, and then just drop it in the chat, that would be much appreciated. If not, I'll have to go through it again myself, and I will mention this in this week's Wales Weekly on Thursday morning. But there we go, permanent camouflage for the Icarus. Nice. Fine. That's going to be very helpful when it comes to tier 5 ranked. Quickly jumping into the chat now. And there it was. I'll join you in this time. Okay, no, that's right. I think I will actually be going into a game. So, Eternal Abyss, yeah, I'll pick you up as well. We'll probably do, I don't know, tier 5 or less. I'll do that. And who was the other one? Timothinus. If you just drop a message just saying what in the game tag is, I'll pick you up, and then we'll just jump into a game as well. Christopher, before the update I had 3 universal accommodations. After the update I had 7. I don't know why I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I don't blame it. Basically, I'll explain it myself just in case this is getting rewatched. basically, if you've got the Italian commanders Kuznetsov or Makarov, you're going to get a universal accommodation for both of them. The reason being is because they've moved equilibrium of power from being a tier 3 skill to a legendary skill. They've also, I should mention, they've added that universal skill to Norman's, that equilibrium of power to Norman Scott and to, is it Kincaid? Yeah, they've added it to Kincaid as well. So yeah, that's why you've got, basically, in order to try and sweeten the deal, because they changed a couple of abilities around, they've given you 2 universal accommodations, so you can't complain, I guess. But I think, and then there's also a step up. Saxophone, camo. Step 1, pick up the camo you like the best. There must be 12 in stock. Then convert 12 into your permanent camo. Step 2, now you have converted your camos into paint. Fair enough. Then was because they took IHE skill from the Russian commanders. Yeah, the name was just explaining it regarding why we ended up with 2 universal accommodations. I won't convert those event type 4. Cores to paint because want those permanent conversions on my ship. It looks good. Dimophinus, my name is right. Okay, right. I'll try Eternal Abyss and I'll try Ekazun. Yep. And then we might see if we can jump into a tier 5 game, and I'll just explain some of the things that are going on in the background. The thing is, I only have tier 7 ships upgraded. Alright, we'll play tier 7. And then I already looked beforehand, it starts 150 and plus 100 per tier upgrade. Ooh, okay, fair enough. Well, I've dropped Dimophinus and I've dropped you both a division invite. If you want to jump in, then I can start explaining some of the other abilities. While I'm waiting for you to join, I will take a quick look at... I also want to just explain some of this. So what we're probably going to be trying to show when we come into the game is we're going to be trying to showcase what they've done to the legendary ability and how they've added this, what they call the passive ability. They also do they call it an aggressive ability too? I don't know. Basically, when you're looking at the commander, you can press square to have a look at the passive effect and special effects. So here, basically, it says you're looking at the passive aspect, which changes the reload time. Name that was hasn't received. Right, let me try again. Invite to the division. You've seen me do it now. Let's see if it works. If not, we might not be able to do this. I can always disband the division and start again if we need to. Yes, so I was just talking over the ability here, where we're looking at basically what they've done is they've added a ring on the map around your ship, and that is basically in relation to the legendary ability. If you guys are struggling, I will probably try it. If it's not being received, then I guess there must be issues with the server, because I am sending them, and there's not much I can do to change that, unfortunately. What I do, bear with, let me dismiss the division, and I'll try one more time. Invite to the division. Invite to the division. Let me know if they come through. Christopher Cole, look at the special effects on the Azura Lane Nelson on the top of the Big 7 skill. Are you trying to be rude? Special effects on the Azura Lane on the top of the Big 7 skill. Well, that's me. Oh well, I think if you're not... Oh, someone's joined. Okay, Dimophinus has joined. I think we're going to crack on then. So you're talking about tier 7 games. So and then was try again. I turned it so everyone can message me. Okay, let's try that again. I wonder if that is the case then. I wonder if because it's an invite coming through, it's not coming through because you haven't got messaging enabled. Yeah, that worked. There we go. Right, yeah, let's do a community game with you guys. What we'll do is we'll do some tier 7 because I think Dimothy was saying he's only got tier 7 ships fully upgraded, and I'm sure that's not going to give you any problems at Eternal Abyss, knowing that your roster is pretty much tier 6 or tier 7 ships. What I'll probably do is I'm trying to think. I want to showcase an ability. I might go for the Edinburgh, if that's okay with you guys. And what I'll do is I'll stick a camouflage on it. I'll stick a epic booster on it. I'll stick a credit booster on it. We'll go for that. So we've got a Love Fantast. Just waiting on you, Dimothinus, if you want to pick yourself a ship. And then we'll jump into a community game, I guess you can say. And what I'll do is, as I'm going through, I'll just point out some of the things that they've changed on the screen. Everybody's ready? Here we go. So another one of these community games. Basically, it's going to become semi kind of regular. Maybe once a stream, I might just grab two of you guys out of looking for Division, and we'll just jump into a game together. Don't worry about trying to protect me or anything. Just let me die if I have to. Oh, Haven! I hate this map. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, all in all, what's people's general impression of the patch? It looks interesting. The Italian cruisers do look interesting. I do like the idea of playing them. The commanders do look interesting. Love Fantast. I'm looking forward to playing her, reviewing her for the channel, I guess you could say. And then yeah, so what I want to do is just draw your attention over to the map, and you'll see now there's like a yellow ring around my ship. This yellow ring is basically the range of which your legendary ability works. So obviously it's going to be quite a small circle to start with, and then as you rank up your legendary ability, it pops up, you get that noise, and you get that little symbol down there, so you can see that my Smogathon is actually working. Okay, Eternal Abyss, I'll switch my turrets to my right hand side, and I'll probably pop a smoke on the entrance to the capture zone, and I'll keep you covered. Just remember, my Edinburgh has buckets of smoke, so don't worry too much about smoking for me. I should be able to keep you covered though. Dimothinus, if you probably want to borrow my smoke screen, then you're more than welcome when I lay it. I'll probably start laying it. Now, there you go. Valor stock is in torpedo range, Wichita's in gun range. No, that's alright, no problem. Cleveland's tucking behind there. Odin. There they are. There we go. Eternal Abyss, if you come across any destroyers, just tag them straight away, and I'll try and sort of. Okay, you're spotted. It's either going to be the Kagero or the Love Fantast as well. Probably the Kagero. Switching to. No, it's the bloody Love Fantast, so she's going to be quite quick. Remember, she's going to be doing about 40 knots. So you really got to lead. Oh, come on. Nice, 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 nice. They seem to be forming a bloody ball up behind that island, which I can't seem to chip in on. So that's going to be an interesting one. Is going to be trying to get used to shooting the Love Fantast, because she is going to be doing like 42 knots. So you are going to have to lead a lot more than you normally would with most destroyers. That's going to be something that's going to rack my brain for a little bit, especially if they've got engine boost on, where they're going to be cranking along. Probably see. Do 42 knots base plus 20%, you're looking at plus about another 8 knots, probably 8.4 knots. So you're looking at about 50 knots. Alright, Dimithinus, just bear with, I'll have another smoke screen laid now.
Smoke generator activated.
Unfortunately, I can't quite push it out over to you. Oh, actually, if you back up, you'll be in it. So what's the 82 HP left? Oh, what happened? Good lord, you must have... I saw you disappear over onto the right hand side, but I didn't quite see what happened to you. Gonna see if I can hook some AP over the cliff into the Vladivostok. But at the moment, this is... it's quite intriguing. Our destroyers have pushed forward, grabbed the objectives. They've lost one of their destroyers, but unfortunately they haven't moved out from behind their islands. Admittedly, we haven't either, but... okay, I'll see what I can do. Cleveland's turning away. Blast. You're not in range. Are you in range? Well, Scharnhorst is in range.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Mikey's gone. Watch your left flank, Dimithinus, because the Scharnhorst is coming around on you. Yep, that's the one. Lead a little bit more. If I just keep backing up, I should be pretty safe here without a smoke screen for a change. Nice. Right, you guys are mopping up, so I'm pushing in. And I was pushing in.
Our team has taken the lead.
I was half expecting their team to be a little bit more aggressive than they have been. Pushing in, pushing in, pushing in. Wichita, 19 clicks away. Their Vlad just hasn't pushed out. Eisenhower's turning out from torpedo range. So there's the legendary ability kicking in because I've just got within proximity of Ternobissa. I'm now spotted because of the Cleveland, which suits me. Doing finish down that Shanks Scharnhorst's torpedoes. Is that what got you? Turn on best, watch yourself, because I suspect the she's not in torp range. Cleveland's doing a good job of bow tanking. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I get you.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Right, I really need that repair party ASAP to make me a normal ship again. Just playing it a little bit cautious / quiet now, because I want to repair before I start shooting again. It's been so long since I've played the Edinburgh. I always forget that the heal can just do about 15,000. Seconds less. Uncontested. Wichita? No. Kagero? Sonar? Something else is here.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to
I
starboard.
think I'm gonna. Oh god, there's more. He's got an relay booster.
Torpedoes.
Blast. Oh well. As a showcase of how to die. Oh. Kagero's got relay booster. That is different. Most Kageros go with smokescreen. Ah well. It is what it is, unfortunately. Well, thank you, Dimothinus and Eternal Abyss, for joining in for that community game, I guess you could say. And hopefully that showcased how the legendary proximity ability works. Obviously, that was a passive ability where it was in regards to the allies, whereas the aggressive ability is in regards to detected enemy ships. So if there's an enemy ship within proximity, it has to be spotted first, unfortunately. Well, I think that wraps everything up with regards to the new update. Has anyone got any questions before we sign off? If not, we can start the Colonel Bogey March, I think. Well, I'd like to thank everyone who has come along to the live stream. It's much appreciated. Trying to make sure that's not too loud. Well, we've gone through the Italian cruisers, we've gone through the French destroyer, we've gone through an example of how the legendary ability works, we've gone through the store, we've gone through some of the campaign and things like that. I hope everyone's enjoyed this. Special thanks to everyone who's commented in chat. So thank you Matt, thank you Saxman, thank you Name Words, thank you Dimothinus, thank you Christopher. First time comments, I think, so good to see you. If everyone can give the stream a like, if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. More than likely you are already a subscriber, so I'd like to say thank you very much, guys. Thank you the kid as well. If I'm gonna thank you Riggs, first time commenter, I believe. Ooh, thank you James, first time commenter as well, I believe. Thank you Ian, good to see you again, I believe. I think that is pretty much everyone. Yeah, that is everyone, so I'd like to say thank you guys, it's always much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, I'm the Gap Major, and back to the port. And we just do the wave.